Hello everyone, and welcome to day 3 of Linktober. As I said that, I just realized I don't think in the last 2 days that I said who I am. Hello, I'm Kiki. Welcome to my channel. Wow. What a way to start a video off. So the main calendar's theme for today, prompt, theme, whichever word you want to use, was favorite character. And I have like a bunch of favorite characters, so it's always really hard for me to choose. I typically default to my favorite forest boys, either Makar or Machi. I think that's how you say his name. But I knew I was drawing Makar later on, so I was like, okay, well, who else can I do? Well, it's been a long time since I drew Fi, and I do actually like Fi. I know I'm pretty alone in that. I honestly don't understand why everyone finds her so annoying. She never really bothered me. Navi was way more annoying, because she constantly spoke. But yes, I decided to do Fi, but I didn't do Fi normally. I decided to do Fi in a more human form. So, I hope you enjoy that. Now, I didn't show it here, but I did actually start off by attempting to draw a human Makar. Then I was like, I'm drawing Makar later on, so even trying to do him as a human, and I also didn't really have a good idea of how to draw him as a human, so I was like, okay, well, I'll draw someone else. And then I tried to draw Midna, and I tried to draw Midna for an hour, and that wasn't working. So I'm like, okay, another favorite character, and that's when I came to Fi. So there was a process. But yeah, so Fi was not the first choice, and during the intro I did forget to mention that I also had thought about doing Midna. I was gonna try and do True Form Midna, and I don't know what the issue was when I was trying to draw her, but it was not working, which was very annoying because I did like want to draw it, but as I've stated, I do kind of have a limited amount of time to work on these, so that's why a lot of them aren't full pages, they're not extremely detailed, a lot of them don't really have backgrounds, just because I do my best with whichever ones that I do, but I do have to be a little more simple with some of them, otherwise I have no hope of finishing and being able to post a video daily. And even just editing this third video, I'm already worried. Yeah. But I'm gonna try my best to make it work. If I have to, I think I said last year too, if it comes down to it, I will drop the shadow calendar and specifically only work on the main calendar and probably like stick like 2 days together at a time and then just do a video every other day or something to cut back on some of the work, just so I have a little more time to properly put into the pictures. And then I'd probably just finish off the shadow calendar throughout the next year and stuff like that, because I do enjoy it and I do have plans for all of the prompts and such, but it would also give me a chance to maybe make them a little better.
but I do really want to finish both within this time frame, just because. But yes, I had fun drawing Fi as a person. She does have arms underneath her little cape there. I just didn't draw them, but she does actually have arms in her human form as I draw it. She is another one, like with my Skull Kid in the last video, that I did fix up a little bit off screen. You'll see I do draw the diamond behind her in this initial sketch, and then when I go into inking it, the diamond is gone. That's because when I did it in this initial sketch, I did it freehand and it was highly wonky and not that well centered, and I wanted it to look prettier. So I went back and, you know, fixed her up and inked her in, and then used a ruler to re-put the diamond in and then ink that. And I'm really happy with how she turned out. I really love the colors that I used for her. I was worried I wouldn't have good colors for her, but I mean, my collection of markers has grown tremendously since last year, so I'm not sure why I was worried I wouldn't have the right colors. But at the same time, with a few of the other ones, I've looked for a color and I have not been able to find it. But yes, I don't think I mentioned yet what exactly I'm using. I've been asked by a few people elsewhere. I use multiple different types of markers. They're all alcohol markers, but I have a few Copics, I have a few Spectrum Noir, and then I have some Everblends from Arteza. Some of them are the original Everblends, and some of them are the newer ones with the brush nibs. I forget. They have a slightly different name, and I don't remember what they are. They're like right there, but I can't get to them from where I am at the moment. But yes, I use all three of those, and they work really well together. And as stated, neither of these books are really meant for Copics. They both hold up well with it, and they definitely work better on the gray-toned paper, but I'd say they still work really pretty well on this paper as well. Really pretty well on this paper as well. My English. Clap, 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 clap. Goodness me, it's late. But yes, I had a lot of fun doing Fi. I like her design. I think she's cute. And I hope you like how she turns out too.
As for the shadow calendar, I have nothing thematic to wear or try to put in other than maybe my red hair. I mean, Octoroks have also been purple. There's a bit of purple in there. I get so distracted. I'm sorry. Forgive me. But the third day's theme for the shadow calendar is Octorok. Those either creepy or cute, but always very annoying little octopus dudes that spit rocks at you. They can be cute, but man are they frustrating. So I decided to draw a giant one, because why not?
So I don't really have a lot to say on this guy. He's cute and chubby and I like him. I don't know why I didn't like center him properly on the page and kind of had him partly off, like he's only showing like 2/3 of himself. I don't know why I did that placement, but that's the placement I did. But I think it works. Kind of looks like he's peeking out, which I guess Octorocks do. As for the colors, I just sort of picked reds, purples, and blues, greens. It's like a bluish green that I used, that I thought went well together. And I'm really happy with how the color combination turned out. I went through a bunch of different colors trying to choose. I did forget to draw in the side of his eye, and then when I do draw it in, I draw it in a little too close to the pupil. But that's the only really thing with wow. I should be going to bed. I should be going to bed. I draw it a little bit too close to the pupil. Oh, goodness me. But yes, I'm happy with how he turned out. I think he's cute. And I like how the colors came together. Originally, my thought process was I was going to have like Link kind of in the foreground. You just kind of see a bit of the back of him. Kind of like I did in 19, I think, where I had Link with Phantom Ganon. But as stated, I do need to try and keep some of them a bit more simple to move a little faster. Not that I didn't already spend a good deal on this with how big I made him and how much area I had to cover, but, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I hope you like my big chubby boy. I think he's pretty cute. So that is the end of day 3, favorite character and Octorok. I hope you had fun, I know I did, and I hope to see you around for the next one. Till then,